Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe, let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. D Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
Welcome. Let me get through my chat. Let's see what's in the chat. Welcome to Chicago. Respect to you. Respect. I don't know who all gonna be watching this, but I got another thing. I got several things I want to talk about. Okay. And this says men actually need women, but refuse to admit it because women are so free, easy to access and walk around hoping to get picked. I just like picking these conversations like this, right? I'm tell you why I like picking these conversations. We gotta have a conversation like this. When she said men actually need women, right? Okay. But when a female like they're gonna say women actually need men, right? We need each other because we cannot grow a family together without each other. Men and women cannot grow a family without each other. We can't have children without each other, right? This goes on that says men refusing to admit it because women are so free, easy to access and walk around hoping to get picked. Okay, she's putting a whole lot of women in one box, right? It ain't that men refuse to admit it. It's not because women walk around here free, easy to access and hoping to get picked, right? Men and women is easy access. They're not easy access. They are not free, right? And they're not walking around hoping they get picked. Sadly to say. Because a woman has her type of male that she wants, and a man have a type of female that he's looking for. Okay? Okay. And I'm going to, and you got to make the right choices in your life to what you want, right? And what you need. You got to feed yourself, and you got to look at within yourself, get yourself right before you find that right woman or right man. Yeah, we see on social media these men and women flaunting whatever they got. They flaunting. These celebrities doing what they doing. That I mean, it's your choice. It doesn't mean that it's for you. It don't mean it's for you. See, that's the problem that some people have, right? That's the problem people have. They think they have everything in life. Some people are happy being single. People are happy. Some people, some men and women are happy being single. No stress of a relationship. Only worry about themselves. But only one problem. Some of the people that are happy being single probably had some kids. I'm talking men and women. Right? I'm talking about the men and women. So you come out of a relationship, try to get in right into another. All you doing, actually, you doing the same thing. I'm talking to the men and women. You doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Instead of trying to take time to yourself, heal yourself first. Heal yourself first. Because we, as men and women, we men and women we break up, get back together, break up, get in another relationship, hop right back in another relationship without saying what we are doing wrong. Respect first lady. We don't accept that in a relationship, men and women, some men, some women don't accept that they done that relationship wrong. And they go hop right back in the same relationship, expecting the different results. And the man and woman that they got done wrong, go hop back in a relationship with the same type of man and woman they just got broke up with. Respect rolling along without taking time to themselves. I'm asking you ladies in the chat. I'm asking you ladies in the chat. And the men, if you watch it, man was good. Although I don't, like I told everybody last week, I do not celebrate Christmas because I know what it really means. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Got some rest and all that stuff. I got some rest. I'm gonna ask you ladies a question. Ask you ladies a question in the chat. And men, like I said, men, if you're watching and you're listening, would you go hop right back in another relationship, knowing you haven't healed from your first relationship, the other relationship that you have? And doesn't sometimes when you hop in another relationship, it's the same kind of relationship you just got out of? If that makes any kind of sense. Don't we supposed to take time to ourselves to find out who we are, what we want to be, who we want to be with? Until, until we do that, until we do that, some relationships ain't gonna last. Everybody say, "Oh, relationships, this." She don't know no better because he don't know no better because one parent household, two parent household. No, it's not that. I don't care if you from one parent household, two parent household. Start looking at men and women. We gotta start looking at social media, see what other people are doing and how they doing it. I'm gonna ask somebody something. If you live with somebody and you've been living by yourself, they've been living by themselves, right? Oh, Ron along. Why you why you triggered about this topic tonight, Ron? I'm here to. Hey, you know I keep it real. You know I keep it real on these relationship topics. You know I keep it real. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Ask y'all a question. Ladies and gentlemen, ask y'all a question. Do would you rather have somebody? Would you rather pay 100% of your bills? Would you rather have 100%? Would you rather pay the 100% of the bill yourself, or would you, with a significant other, y'all start living together? Would y'all split it down the middle? Split the expenses down the middle. See, Rolling Law, sometimes, hey, yes, some men are. But guess what? Some women are just as dumb and wet behind the ears too. See, that what I'm talking about. Some men and some women are wet behind the ears. They got Similac on their breath and don't know what the world they doing. Yeah, they bring old baggage into the new relationship, which men and women bring their old baggage into a new relationship, right? Try to they bring that old baggage into that new relationship. Women try to judge that man by the man they used to be with, and that man try to judge the woman by the female they used to be with. You can't do that. You cannot judge that man and woman by the past relationship that you had. That's why you got to take some time to yourself and heal yourself. See, when you don't love and respect yourself, then if you don't have no self-love, that's a problem. Yeah, it depends on the circumstance. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that, Rolling On. I'm going to say this right here. I seen this video. The man came home and told his woman, his girlfriend, wife, I don't know what the girlfriend or wife, that his hour been cut. And he been paying the bills all that year till his hour got cut, right? She said, "Oh, told him go try to find a second job." But she got a job, but guess what she said she got to save the money for? She said she got to save the money for a photo shoot. What y'all say to that? What y'all say to that? See, that's why some men and some women can't get along because of that kind of situation. When some men that gives, and some women take. That's why some men do the things they do, but no excuse for that. See, we gotta have women like Royal Law, First Lady, other real women to show these young females, some of these old hags out here, some of these middle-aged women out here, how real women supposed to do. Yeah, you're right. And then I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, a man supposed to provide and protect and do all that stuff, right? But how he gonna provide and protect when he don't have no peace? Just say a stay-at-home mom, right? Oh, yeah, take care of the kids, all that stuff, yeah. But your man working 12, 13 hours a day, 14 hours a day, coming home. Should he have a hot cooked meal on the table? Yeah, give him enough time to unwind. Then he could help with the kids, help with this, help with that. But some of these females, they don't understand that scenario. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Rolling On, First Lady, we are cooked. Men and women these days are cooked. They're cooked. See, some men lead with their money, right? You lead with their money, and the woman gonna expect you to keep doing that. Then some women lead with their sexual prowess. Yeah, some of them are. But we gotta be fair about this too, First Lady and Royal Law. We gotta be fair about this. Some women are not nurturers. Some women are not a piece for a man. Some women, they are just gold diggers, just after what a man can give them. And some men just out for what woman can give them. See what I'm saying? Some women are after just a man's money. Some men are just after woman putang. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some women, especially this generation, this age, I'm gonna tell you, Roland Law, I'm gonna tell you, First Lady, some of these women, some of these men don't know when they got a good woman. Let me say that. They don't know when they got a great woman or a great man sitting right in front of them. Yeah. Some of them some of these men want to leave with their money, go take them to here, taking them there. I'm telling you, me and my, I'm gonna say me and my wife, guess what? We talk, we text back and forth, whatever, and she appreciate me because I just send her poems. It's just a little thing. See, when some of these men and women finally realize it's just a little things, it's just a little thing, they will figure it out. They'll figure it out sooner or later. They'll figure it out sooner or later. They'll figure it out sooner or later. I'm gonna finish reading what she said, okay? See, then she gonna say most women don't realize you're letting men feed off your energy. Free attention is actually valuable. Yeah, they do. They do. I'm telling you, they do. They really do. Some of these women put these men in precarious situation. And some men put some women in some precarious positions. I'm telling you why I said that. I said this. I said it before. I said it before. Shouldn't DNA test be mandatory? Should DNA test be mandatory? Cause guess what? There's there's men raising children that he think that his, that's not his. Got his name on a dotted line, and the woman receiving child support from the man that's thinking the kid is his, but not his. And the woman know that child is not here, so she went with the best option. See, I'm going to say it. Some men don't know how to say, I'm not finna sign that birth certificate until I get a DNA test. I think they got some kind of law like that in Tennessee before the man signed a birth certificate. Yeah, got to be a DNA test. Cause you're not hurting that man. You show the woman show. Well, then again, the woman nowadays, these women are hurting. Cause how many? I'm gonna say a low percentage, about 10% of them are actually using the money for the child, but use it for themselves. I know that some women don't want to hear that. I'm making some of them mad, right? I'm making some of them mad, and there's some deadbeat dads out there that's not taking paying child support. See, and the man that some women and some of the women that these men want, I'm gonna tell you, some women, some women these days, the good the good guy, they're making him jump through hoops. The good girl, he's making it jump through hoops. But 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 Ray Ray and Skeeter down the road was respect, respect done. But the old Pee Wee and Skeeter and one of them down the road, they ain't gotta do nothing for it. They ain't gotta do nothing for it. They ain't gotta do nothing for it. Keisha and Shawana ain't gotta do nothing for it. He just gonna give it to him. But Linda Yolanda, who is a great woman, guess what? Guess what? She gonna have to wait for it. Michael, Malcolm, he gonna have to wait for her. He's a good guy. Dave's a good girl. But them ratchet and street people is not gonna have to work hard. Tell me my line. Tell me my line. She talking about men stealing. Most women don't realize you let a man feed off their energy. Yeah. No woman thinks like you do, First Lady. Nobody thinks like you do. Nobody thinks like you do. Like I said, nobody thinks like you do. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free, and you be free. You're welcome to share this live out. But I'm telling you, sometimes, sometimes we as humans, we as humans, we us as humans, we got to sacrifice. Men and women, got the men and women in my chat. They gonna watch the replay later, right? And I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, it's a bigger problem out here for men too. It's a bigger problem out here for men and women. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. These women are dating women too, and then, and when men go out here looking for a woman, they can't tell if the woman a man or a woman. And got some women out here want to look like a man. Tell me I'm right or wrong. Tell me I'm right or wrong. Hey, you ain't supposed to. You gotta know you gotta know who you are. That's the thing. These men and women do not know who they are because they want to be in a relationship so bad. They want to be, hey, choose me. Choose me. Yeah, it's scary out here. It's scary out here. Then I'm tell you, I ain't got nothing against that community, but I'm telling these them women that used to be mean, it better off for going to let that man know up front, so it could be his decision to be if he want to be with you or not. I'll be with you or not. See, if you don't let that man make that decision if he want to be with you or not, hey, you asking for it. Yeah, it's a difference having a relationship, sustaining a relationship. Thank you, First Lady. Hey, I'm bringing the smoke tonight. It's gonna be some whole lot of men and women, a whole lot of people that don't like it. And way this country is going, I think I got one. Well, I think I'm going to put it on. Hold on, I'm see can I find it. See can I find it first. Let's see can I find it. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna put that up for a minute. I'm gonna put that up for a minute. I gotta put it up. Thank you, First Lady. Thank you, First Lady. Thank you. I should put a trigger warning up too. I should put a trigger warning up because you know I'm about to trigger somebody tonight. Lord, you know I trigger somebody every night. But you got to be careful who you go out with and where you go. Because your friend sometimes is not your friend. Because sometimes your family not even your family. I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all think about this. What she said. Most women, excuse me, most women don't realize you're letting men feed off your energy. Free attention is actually valuable. Can that work? Can that statement work both ways? Can that statement work both ways? Don't most men and women don't realize you're letting men and women feed off that man and woman energy, right? And don't you think the free attention for a man and woman to another man and woman is valuable? Don't you think that man and woman time is valuable? See, you can't get back time. It's wasted. Can't get back time. Then she goes on to say, some men have three women right now, rotated them all, taking up her time for free with little investment. Who fault is that? I can go ahead and say that some women got more than one man. Look how many baby daddies out here. Look how many men that take care of a child that in a relationship that's not his. See, that works both ways. You can't mind. See, I'm still, hey, Roy, I'm still working on Kissy to come on here, but I guarantee she want me to pay her to come on here. She don't want to come on here and debate about this situation. She don't want to come on here and debate about this situation. Because if you want to say that men have three women right now, there's women that have 3 or 4 men. Because guess what? Some of these women they do? Throw it up in a man's face. Oh, don't worry about it. I got somebody who'll take care of this. That's why this child not yours. Make it make sense now. Am I not? Am I calling it down the middle of what? Taking up her free time. Yeah, she be taking some women, some men do be taking up each other free time. And I'm like this, a man come and invest in a woman, but what some women don't invest right back. There's some women that invest in a man, when some men don't invest in a woman back. Respect, Denise. Right? Then said, this gonna say, waiting for his game changer to finally show up. But until then, there are plenty of women to use up. Then it said, free access make men lazy. Standards make them honest. Okay, free access make them men lazy. Okay, free access make some women lazy. Some free access make some women lazy. See, she wouldn't like me. Women like this wouldn't like me. They wouldn't like me because I call it like I see it. You can't put all men in the same. Can't say all men and all the women in the same category. Why you pissed for the law? You can't call the free assets don't make a man lazy. And all men lazy, and free access do not make all women lazy. Standards make them honest. But guess what? Some women said men can't have standards. Some men cannot have preference. If they have preference or standard, they sassy. They broke and all that stuff. They can't have standard. They can't have preference. Tell me what's wrong with that picture? Okay. Hey, it's some out there. You gotta vet them, Rolling Law. You gotta vet them. Go get a test. Go get them tested, whatever. Go get them tested, whatever. Like I said, guess what, Rolling? When one comes, what's up, champ girl? Respect. When one comes, guess what? You will know it. You will know it when one comes. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be nothing wrong with having standards. I want to ask this question since there's a majority of women in my chat and one male in my chat. Why do some women think a man should have no standards or no preference? Why do melanated women get mad when a melanated man with somebody else with another skin tone, with an Asian? Why? Especially if that woman is his, especially if that woman makes him happy. Same thing go with a woman finds her peace or her happiness. See, us men are easy creatures. We want a peace. We don't like to argue with each other. We don't like to argue with no female. We got to find our peace. We got to find our peace. I'm gonna have to lay this in the chat. You got a man. All right. He at home. He relaxing. He play a video game. He on the 2, 3, 4 hours a day. That's the way he on the 3 or 4 hours, and that's the way he relax. Would you get mad? Would you get mad? I'm just asking. I didn't want to hear it from the ladies. But you get mad. Goes, I see video where women, I would see a video where some of the young ladies, some even older ladies, taking they husband or boyfriend PS5 and breaking it and selling away his knowledge because he's on it. That's his. You supposed to be his peace, not his storm. So what if a man go take a woman makeup, wigs, weave, hair glue, nail polish, all that stuff, and throw it away? Yeah, I understand. I understand that. I understand that. But what I was saying in that perspective, Rolling on, we cannot. If that's that man's standard, okay. Yeah, yeah, I understand it. But if a man comes home, play about 1, 2, or 3 hours to relax, get his mind off of other things, off of work, whatever. I don't care, video game, whatever. Let the man relax first. Just like I tell a man, let the woman relax. But we, as men and women, we got to help each other. So we cannot do it all by ourselves. I heard some females say, "Oh, my grandpa did it for my grandmama," but guess what? That was a different time. See, some people don't realize that this is a different time than it was back then. This is a different time than it was back then. Sometimes back then, a woman could stay at home. Prices of stuff wasn't that high. Rent wasn't going up. Gas prices weren't going up. Electricity wasn't going up. Car note, insurance wasn't going up. See, when these young folks and some of these idiotic folks gonna realize that we all gonna need some help. We all need help every now and then. We all need some help every now and then. What's up, Armando? I wish you could hit the panel. Cause yeah, you're right, Roland. This is real grown folk conversation here. Cause how you not going to, how a man and woman is not going to interact with each other. You're right. Ain't no bias here. You got your own opinion. Cause think about it. If you disturb a man's peace, if he disturbs your peace, you're not gonna have peace in that household. You're not gonna have peace in that household. Why you think some household don't have no peace? They talk about, oh, we got to have the higher power in our life. But if you have higher power in your life, if that household still don't have no peace, guess what? You don't have no peace in that household. I don't care who you're, man or woman. If you don't have, I don't care what high power you worship. Like I said, that peace in the household got to come from both people. See, when I talk about 50-50, I'm not just talking about financially. Split up the housework. Go out there and do some yard work, garden work, help out around the house, help with the laundry, the dishes, the cooking. See, everybody got to contribute in that household. But if the man is not contributing to take care of the household, if that man is not contributing to the household with financial insecurity and making that woman feel secure in herself and feel secure in the house, there ain't gonna be no peace. Yeah, you got to add value. Thank you, Denise. You got to add value. See, people. I don't like this right here. There's a whole lot of people ask, men and women ask, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? How you going to keep peace in the house if we live together? How you going to keep me? How you going to add value to my life? Or do you have my back when I fall short? Nobody hear me. Nobody hear me. Do you have my back when I fall short? Then is the question you got to ask each other. Y'all got to have each other back. From what I seen on these videos, these young people, these men and women these days, even some middle-aged folks, they don't understand that. It's all about, what have you done for me lately, Janet Jackson? Ooh, yeah. See, what have you done for me lately? That's what they want to know. Yeah, it's all creative stuff. So what the man don't take out the trash? So what she don't wash dishes? Right? Everybody had a role to play. Yeah, if dishes, guess what? I go in there and wash up dishes. If he don't take out the trash, what wrong for a woman to go get the trash and take it out herself? Oh, I've got to put that up there too. Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me. I've got to put that up there too. There it is. What was wrong with that? What was wrong with all of that? What was wrong for having everything? I'm gonna tell you. My wife is my peace. I'm her peace. So I could call my homeboy, Armando, right, and talk to him. He can settle me down. But guess what? I call my wife, I text my wife, she called me back. She said, what's wrong? Guess what? I tell her what's wrong. She said, hey, guess what? She tells me, oh, it's going to be okay. She's my peace. She's my peace. You got to be each other peace. You got to set your boundaries. If you don't set your boundaries and set your peace of what you want out of the relationship, guess what? It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go well. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back.
Yeah, we moving through the city, 20 East on the map. From the courts to the streets, yeah, we never look back. Armando King got the crown, I'm holding it tight. Love and loyalty, staying true in the night. Sniper on the aim, got my sights on the goal. Relationships like games, but I'm holding my soul. You knew what it was from the jump, no disguise. Family like Mims Meaty, got that fire in our eyes. We together, yeah, we rise, no falling apart. Sports in our veins, love deep in our hearts. 20 basketball courts to the studio sessions. Love and connection, our biggest obsessions. You do the deal, we grind for the fame, but family's the real prize, always stay the same. Together in the struggle, we push through the pain. Sniper hit the target, no missing the aims. Media got the voice that's loud and clear, telling stories of a family always sincere. We celebrate the wins, learn from the losses. In the game of life, no matter what it costs us. Love's the real MVP, that's how we play. 20 is forever, every single day. Together, yeah, we rise, no falling apart. Sports in our veins, love deep in our hearts. 20 is family, shining every night. Living for the moment, keeping it right. The truth president, leading with the heart. Standing tall, playing his part. From the streets to the charts, he's the boss. Guiding in the family, never taking no loss. So here's to the hustle, the love and the bond. From sunrise to sunset, we respond. Armando, together, sniper, you knew it's media. And the truth president, forever free. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we're moving through the city, 20 East on the map. From the courts to the street.
We're back. Welcome back. Yeah, how y'all doing? Who them came in the building? Oh, Edward. Yep. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share it out. Hey, we have. Make sure you hit that like button. Share it out. Hey, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I got something else I want y'all to hear. I think I'm seeking that find. Hold on. This not it. Hold on. I gotta find it. But like I said, relationships all built on what? Future respect, right? It's based on respect. I want to see what this really is a trigger warning right here. I will see can I get it to play here.
Middle Passage, white people. Slavery, white people. Jim Crow, white people. Lynchings, white people. White people. Wounded Knee, white people. Asian internment camps, white people.
Hold on, I gotta start over. Hold on, I'm starting over.
Middle Passage, white people. Slavery, white people. Jim Crow, white people.
Can y'all hear that?
White people.
Can y'all hear that?
Trail of Tears, white people. Wounded Knee, white people. Asian internment camps, white people. The vast majority of gun violence, white people. You see a trend? January 6th, white people. Ahmaud Arbery, 3 white guys. George Floyd, white guys. The felon in the White House, a white man. You see a trend? But somehow, the white man has convinced stupid, uneducated, trailer park trash, 3-teeth inbreds, white supremacists, Triple K members, that the brown people picking your almonds and your walnuts and your lettuce and your avocados Somehow, they're the fucking problem. They're not. We are. And until we grasp that, we can blame and sit here with all of these left bro podcasters and the Pod Save America and the Midas Touches and talk about, oh, it's the cost of eggs. It's the cost of gas. Fuck it is. No, it's not. Why haven't we had a woman president? Why did we go from a black president to the most corrupt white man in the history of our country? Why did the majority of white people, the only demographic that didn't vote for Harris, and that same demographic didn't vote for Zohran Mamdani? Because we're the problem. Because there is a chunk of this country that is afraid that the white majority is going away. And they're going to kick and scream like little children, like Santa Claus taking away your present, because they think that their traditional family values is going away. And this country and the Republican Party has done a good job of indoctrinating a bunch of white men.
Thank you, First Lady.
And just me saying this, leave this country, Lib, that's indoctrination. It's a fact. Every sentence, this is how it goes. Once upon a time, freedom, God, Jesus, freedom, freedom, Second Amendment. I went on vacation to Hawaii, freedom, Second Amendment, freedom, freedom, Beth Bald Eagles, freedom, the greatest in the world. This is how their brains are working because they don't have critical thinking. They've been indoctrinated. And for them to be woke, which means actually seeing this country for what it is, it's breaking their brains because they've been lied to their entire life. And their version of American exceptionalism is bullshit. And they know it is, and they don't want it to be because they want their whiteness to keep them at the top of the food chain. Have yourself a white day.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Was he right? Was he right? I think he was. I think he really was. He was right about that. Right? He was right about that. And guess what? And that wasn't our people was saying. We've been saying that for years. We've been saying that for years. That was a Caucasian who said that. Came out of his mouth. Look at all the wars. Look at all the sadness that's been happening in this world. This country, overseas, I don't care where you go at. Who always started the wars? Who always started the wars? And I tell you, people gonna get mad because I don't care to get mad. You know I don't care. I don't care to get mad. Right? I don't care to get mad. And you know what? I'm gonna make this right here. This is me. I call out the truth. I bring out the truth. I bring out the truth. Y'all want some more truth tonight? Y'all want some more truth tonight? Y'all want some more truth tonight? If y'all want some more truth tonight, give me some flames in the chat. Because we finna see. I don't supposed to about the truth about relationships, right? Relationship is a two-way street. We got men and women got to help each other. Yeah, he spoke words out loud, and he was white. he was Caucasian. Okay, I'm gonna bring all the truth. I'm gonna bring all the truth. These holidays. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. I'm starting on. These holidays. Listen to this.
See this. You will never look at holidays the same. Every holiday is actually based on ancient rituals, and you've been participating in them without even realizing it. Let's start with Christmas. December 25th wasn't chosen by accident. Before Jesus, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, wild feasts, gift-giving and honoring Saturn, the god of time. And the Norse, they had Yule, a solstice festival worshiping the rebirth of the sun. Easter, it's not just about Jesus. The egg and rabbit come from Eostre, the ancient goddess of fertility.
Y'all can look this up.
With resurrection.
Y'all can look this up.
Do with reproduction. Halloween, it wasn't about candy. The Celts called it Samhain, the night when the veil between worlds was thinnest. People wore masks, not for fun, but to hide from spirits. Think Valentine's Day is about love? Think again. The Romans celebrated Lupercalia, a festival of fertility rituals, animal sacrifices, and a lottery where men would randomly pair with women for the festival. Cupid? He wasn't a cute cherub. He was based on Eros, the primal god of passion and chaos. So, are we celebrating romance or something much darker? Okay, but what about your birthday? That one's innocent, right? Think again. You light candles, make a wish, and blow them out. But why? The ancient
It's a truth right here.
It's a form of fire magic, offering candles to Artemis, the moon goddess, so their wishes would be carried to the gods. Even the Egyptians and Romans only celebrated the birthdays of gods, kings, and elites because they believed it marked a spiritual rebirth. So, when you celebrate your birthday, are you just marking another year or taking part in an ancient ritual? July 4th? America's birthdays, or a solar ritual? It's right after the summer solstice, one of the most sacred days for ancient civilizations. Was it chosen for independence or cosmic alignment? And Thanksgiving? It wasn't just about pilgrims and Native Americans. Every ancient civilization had a harvest festival to give thanks, not to celebrate.
See, I'm not either. I don't either. See, I already know. See, some people that leaves, that probably left the chat, they don't want to hear that. I don't want to spoil their fun. The truth got to be told. Taking them holidays. If you don't know, you go look it up. You go look this stuff up, right? See, we do it. Some people do it because I would say it's a tradition. It been handed down. It's been handed down for generations and generations. We got to start doing. We got to start doing our research. This real truth, Denise. I bring the real truth here. I bring the real truth here, right? I got something else, right? You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Now, you notice how they call us animals, right? They call us animals. Yeah, that's why they all messed up, Lord. That's why they all messed up. They want to call melanated people animals, right? They want to call melanated people animals. Okay, listen to this.
Some of the documents showing the white races of Europe.
Listen to this.
You can get a better perspective as to who the Moors were fighting. These are the albinos and the beasts.
It's 2 minutes 33 seconds. 2 minutes 33 seconds.
And the Moors were fighting these people for hundreds of years prior to the so-called transatlantic slave trade. And one interesting thing I wanted to show you is that when you look at these beasts and albinos and how they have achieved what they've been able to achieve in just a few hundred years.
Listen to this.
Keeping in mind that
I bring the truth tonight.
And they had no last names. Many of them didn't even have first names. And I wanted to show you this because I found this very interesting. If you see here the wild men, and you look at the clothing that the people are wearing to the left, you can see here they're wearing this clothing to cover up their hairy bodies. So I found that very interesting.
You can't take a blind eye. You can't turn a blind eye.
Something else I found in the British Library was one of the oldest genealogy charts, one of the first ones made for white people. And as you can see at the bottom of that genealogy chart, you see two wild men. So they're showing that their ancestry comes from the caveman. So that should give you something to think about, considering that just a few hundred years later, today, we have people like the Queen of England who claim to be of the royal bloodline of Egyptians and Cushites who ruled the earth. They even found the remains of a boy.
Yeah,
who was
they even
buried
did that.
in
Yeah.
Stonehenge in Europe.
Once you know the truth,
He
yeah.
was buried in Europe, but he actually came from the Mediterranean Sea in Africa. And he came to Europe 3,500 years ago.
3,500 years
So
ago.
that's in 1500 BC. So we're told that the Moors arrived in Europe in 700 AD.
See, hey, they didn't want to call us animals. They want to call us animals. They didn't want to live in the caves. They didn't want to live in caves. And they want to go by scripture or the so-called holy. They want to go by scripture by the Holy Bible that they that they use. They skip over that part of the Bible, don't they? They skip over that part. They skip over that part. Let's skip over that part. Let's skip over that part. I'm gonna give y'all some good good thing right here. All right, Doug P. Okay, I see you, Doug P. I see. What's going on?
What's going on, D-Truth? Pleasure to be here on the panel with you.
Yeah. Hey, people don't like me giving facts like this.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. Of course, a lot of people don't know the facts, so you got to tell them. You know.
Yeah.
What we want to talk about these foreign traditions.
Hey, but I got something else. I got something else that got to be listened to right quick. 1P. Hold on. Hey, I was show them. Hey, all they talking about they want. Why there? Listen to this.
It started on February 8th.
I got started over.
Williams was found. Did you
go.
know that in 1927, 7 black oil millionaires were murdered in just 90 days to steal their fortunes? It started on February 8th when Samuel Williams was found dead in his Tulsa mansion. His throat had been cut deep, and every oil barrel on his property was completely drained. The police called it a robbery gone wrong, but this was just the beginning. Within 3 months, 6 more black oil entrepreneurs died the exact same way. Throat slashed, oil stolen, and their white business partners mysteriously claimed all their assets. The killers called themselves the Petroleum Brotherhood, and they had one goal: stop black Americans from controlling the oil industry at any cost. The final target was George Washington Carver Jr., who owned a massive refinery in Oklahoma City. On May 15th, he barricaded himself inside when the Brotherhood came for him. They surrounded the building and set it on fire with him trapped inside. The siege lasted 12 hours as he burned alive in his own oil facility. $200 million in black wealth vanished forever. Did you know that in 1920?
Hey, look at they tell me about reprobation and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like that word black. You know what I mean? We need to recognize ourselves as the indigenous peoples of the Americas. I have my camera on so the people can see who they talking to. You know what I mean? So they can see that I'm Puerto Rican or, I'm Caribbean. Yeah, because a lot of people don't recognize themselves as the indigenous peoples of the Americas, Yeah. So that's something that, people need to learn too.
Yeah. And I tell them this all. I tell them this all the time, Don. Is that we all see what these other folks that person, that orange man in office don't realize. They derive from melanated people. They live in. They want to call us. They want to call melanated people animals, right? Monsters, all that stuff. No, wait a minute. Who have we killed? Who have we assassinated? Who have we where the mass shootings? Who do all the mass shootings?
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a lot of mental health going on here. Besides the color thing, you know what I mean? There's a lot of mental health and ignorance going on here. You know, that's the problem, and they need to be put in their place too. The Europeans need to be put in their place too, and remind them who they are. You know, the truth shall set you free, and the truth shall let you know. You know.
Yeah. So I'm like this: if I'm like this, right? That right there. What you just said is very true, but just like that Caucasian, that European, he just said. See, if more colors speak out loud like he did, but guess what? Everything in this country, this place called United States. They didn't build all the. They did this. The United States. If it weren't for our ancestors, United States wouldn't even be built.
Exactly. All this was here before they arrived.
Yeah.
They just conquered it. All this was here. When you see the pictures of Montezuma, you see buildings in the background. You know, and you could Google it. A lot of this was here. Why you think? Look at the Capitol buildings throughout the world. They all look the same, no matter whether it's in Cuba, Venezuela, you know? All the Capitol buildings are the same. All that was built by our ancient ancestors, you know?
Yeah.
All this was here. It's that the history, the way they told history, you know, remember our people were brainwashed. And that goes back to the holidays. We carry on the traditions that our you know, forefathers taught us. But it's time for us to acknowledge that, you know, even though it's tradition, we don't have to celebrate it. You know?
Yeah. And I look at this right here. They talk about all.
Oh, hold on a second, D2. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just like the pagan holidays, you got to see where these holidays come from. These are not our traditions. These are not American traditions. Not United States, American, because we on the continent. The United States was something that was made up. You know, it's a construct. So on this continent, you know, we got to see what was here. We celebrated some of these holidays. Well, you know, they celebrate the equinoxes and all of that. You know, so you have to see what the American Indians and these, you know, these people that people think are Indians, these are mixed Asians, you know? These are Asian people that were mixed with the indigenous people. You know? Why do you think that the Mexicans look Chinese too? And they call themselves Chino. We gotta see, you know, we gotta see who we are for real. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and let some people know. Australia, guess what? Before they were lighter skinned, guess what? Melanated people was there.
Oh, it's a fact that the original man was melanated, you know? And there's no divergence for that. That's why I show myself on camera so that people can see who they talking to. You know, I'm mixed European, but my spirit is the American Indian. Yeah. Because I'm bound to this land by inheritance, you know?
Yeah. And you know, me and Armando, and I told people, you guys for all along, Denise been here for a while, and some other people that gonna be in the chat, they go watch it later. I tell them, if they go get a DNA test, if they prove whatever they are, half of these folks that lighter skinned than you and me, these blonde and blue eyed folks, brunettes, go get a DNA test. I guarantee they found a drop of melanated in their blood.
Oh, everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's the original blood. You know, that's the original DNA. You know?
See, and I'm telling you what really going on, right? I'm telling you what really going on.
Hold on a second. Let me say something real quick. Do you think Tarzan was that white man was swinging through the jungles? You think the story of Tarzan was a European? Come on, man. Just like Cleopatra. They depict these people as Europeans and put themselves in the books of history. And we fall for it like fools because we were indoctrinated through the school system. We were taught something else, you know?
Yeah, and like the old cartoon Betty Boo.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was melanated. They just switched it. It's crazy.
There was a lot of people that were melanated, and the history books tell it the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right, Denise. Yeah, you're right. Everybody mixed with something. But my point is, and his point is that the original people were us, our ancestors.
Yeah, copper skin and woolly hair, like it says in the books of history, the Bible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But they won't talk about that part. Respect misunderstood. Respect. They won't talk about that part. They won't talk about that part.
I don't even want to talk about that. You know, this is gonna sound ridiculous to all of y'all. That life originated here in the Americas. Everything was brought to those other continents. The camels from the Americas, the horses from the Americas. You know? Yep. And 200 and some of the crops in Africa are from the Americas. You know, when Noah was told in the Bible to build the Ark of Gopher Wood only exists in the southeast of America.
Mm-hmm.
So where was getting that gopher wood from?
You know, yeah. And you know the funniest thing about the whole situation is that everything that we use today, and
look,
that
man, I hate to cut your wisdom, but just put them out in the elements and see who survives. See who it kills first. Put them in the elements, and we'll go see what's most natural. Because natural in its natural habitat, you understand, is gonna thrive. It ain't gonna burn. You know? So you gotta study that. You know, we gotta study our biology too. You know?
Yeah. And like I said, they want to call us. They want to call us animals, but they want to dwell in caves.
You adapt to your environment, so you get hairy, and you know what I mean. The Caucasian, the Caucasus Mountains, they love the cold. You know what I mean. So there's no denying it. it. You know, they come from an area where the climate is different. You know, just like the animals turn white up there too.
Yeah.
The polar bears are white, the foxes turn white, the birds turn white. We adapt to our environments.
Yeah. And think about it, not just only that our brothers and sisters, our ancestors was Africa, they was in Spain. Yeah,
all over the world. There's black Chinese. There's black Chinese. You see, in every country is the same. They're taught to hate and belittle the darker people. You understand? So the hatred exists. It ain't just white. It exists in the Philippines. You understand? It exists in you know, even in the Asian countries. They frown upon the darker people. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's to bring you down, because you got the power. You understand? Yeah. There's black Chinese. There's, you know, the Aztecs. You know, go look at the depictions of the Mayan people. Google the depiction of the Mayan people, and you see who the Mayans are, and you see where these Asian people came from. These Mexicans. You understand?
Yeah.
They're Asian.
You want to know something funny though? You mentioned about overseas, right? I just saw something, and I went and looked it up. Right, and what it says. What is it? Let's see what it says. Oh, Trump said the Orange Man administration removed memorial honoring melanated World War II veterans, heroes.
Trump knows what's up. Trump knows what's up.
Yeah. See,
Trump's a conspiracy theorist. So you know he be going diving deep. Yeah. Trump knows what's up.
Yeah. And the thing is, just think about all the wars that been going on, that went on, And if it weren't for our ancestors, people like that, and back in the day, how many wars do you think we would have won?
We probably would have won all of them.
Yeah. And think about it. And then he want to take the Tuskegee Airmen stuff out.
Is that these people come as your friends and stab you in the back. That's the problem. They come as friends. They come, they help you. Yeah, they help you to smallpox blankets. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Because we are humble people. We are humble people. We are cool people. Of course, fights and violence exist anywhere and everywhere, but we are humble people, and and that's how they took advantage of our ancestors. They tricked us. They tricked us.
I'm telling you.
And where did this knowledge come from? You know what I mean? The fallen angels. Where did they get knowledge from? You know what I mean? That they were able to trick us. What you guys was doing over there while we was over here? You know what I mean? Who taught y'all to lie and to be deceitful like this? Who?
Who? Yeah, and I guess somebody's like, "They true. What you were talking about first beginning had to do with this? Is he got a whole lot to do with it? I'll tell you what it got to do with it. I'm going to bring it all, tie it all together.
All right.
I'm going to tie it all together. See, people follow some of these females and men follow what they see, right? They were trying to fit in, right? And some of these Caucasians, right? These women, maybe these rich men, they get seen. These our women get seen. They get taken care of, and now some of our men get seen how the women treat their man. They want the same thing, but guess what? We're not the same.
Correct.
We're not the same.
You see, that, like I said, this is all, this is a social construct. This social media is not healthy for us. These trends and all this is no good. This has a bad effect on our brain, and that's what happened. That's what happened to our society. We went to go mainstream,
Yeah.
We were,
Yeah, I understand that.
These people trick us.
Yeah.
We were tricked.
Bottom line.
We were hoping. You know what I mean?
That's what Michael F. said, didn't he?
Yeah.
Michael F. said, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Yep. And some of our so-called black leaders, they sold us out too. You know what I mean? They were down with the program too. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know another thing I heard though. Don't quote me on this. Allegedly, M.A.K. Jr. When they said he got assassinated in Tennessee, he wasn't dead.
I don't know. What do you think Jesse Jackson rose to fame?
Come on now. See, people don't want to hear the truth. See, I speak the truth. And I guess what I also tell my people. You don't believe me? Go do your research.
Well, I did my research, and I came to speak the truth, too. That's why I had to jump on the panel, because I had a lot to say.
Yeah, I understand that. Look, see, I want to get it out there so people can understand, so they go do their research. See, it's like this right here. With you still you went out for a minute. You went out for a minute. I'm like, what's the world really going on? Our people got to start waking up. We set trends, and people go take it and twist it into their own manipulative way. Music, dance, fashion, you name it. You name it. You name it. We done did it all. We done did it all. What else can we do? What else is left for us to do besides love each other, respect each other? But before we can love and respect each other, our people got to start loving and respecting ourselves. It's loving ourselves. then they can start opening their mind up to
Hello?
what's going on. Yeah, I'm still here. You here? You hear
I'm
me?
sorry. I got a phone call. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I had it. What do you
Where
think
were
about
we?
this right here? What do you think about this right here, Don? I know you. I know you've been in the bushes. When I said my slogan when I go there, love and respect, right? Ourselves, right?
Uh-huh.
What can you see? The BS.
Yep.
Some people don't love it. Our people do not love and respect themselves because when they don't love and respect themselves, they don't see the BS. The white think some of the BS is in their lives.
Ignorance.
There you go.
Ignorance and hip hop. Hip hop took me too. You know what I mean? When they sold hip hop, they sold us hip hop, man. I'm mad at some of these rappers for misinfluencing me, man. Because, you know, my father went to jail when I was 13 to do 10 years, you know what I mean? And I was left with them streets. And that's, you know, well, hip hop was hijacked. That's rap that misinfluenced us, not hip hop. But rap misinfluenced us, you know, the trends, the clothes, the bling, the wanting to be fit in and, you know, be like everybody else. And instead of being yourself, because that's the best you can be. There's only one you. Why be a copycat? But even me, even growing up, I followed my friends, and you know what? I realized as an adult, I was the leader. My friends asked me everything, and I wasn't aware I was the leader. You understand? I wasn't aware until I was an adult. I was like, oh, hold on a second. I was leading the whole time, and I wasn't aware of it because I was the smartest one. I had intelligence. So they always, yo, what you think of this? What's this? And I was following them, and they were looking up to me.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Hey, like you said, hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, right? I know you all never remember Public Enemy came out, right?
Yeah. I lived on Long Island.
Yeah. Hey, Public Enemy came out, Queen Latifah came out. That was there for positivity. And what they had to do, they had to shut that down, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, it was an era where it was all positive, you know? Yeah. It was all positive. When they took it to the West, that's when they sold it. You know, that's when they sold hip hop. You know? Yeah. That's why EPMD did the crossover. You know? Yeah. That crossover song was from the industry was so. But I'm gonna stir up the pot tonight. Because we were talking about MLK, right? Yeah. And when he made that statement and he said I led my people into a burning building, what do you think he meant by that? Hold on a second. I got a question for the chat. Do y'all want me to keep on, or do y'all think I'm full of hogwash?
Go ahead. They can do their research. I tell them do their research. Go ahead.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings because I had saw something that you know. And earlier, I had somebody have wrote in the chat about the white dude saying they need to segregate from the black people.
Yeah.
You know, because when there was segregation, the black people, or the American people had their own everything, their own banks, their own money, their own wealth, their own lifestyle. You know, sometimes segregation is self-preservation. You understand? Yeah. So that's why Martin Luther King realized what they was doing. Yeah. And that's what that statement was behind, I believe, due to my research. You understand? And that's why he had to go. That's why he had to go.
See, and guess what?
Hold on a second. I want to talk to your chat. Do you think segregation is self-preservation, or am I wrong? Please. I want to hear what the people got to say. I want to hear feedback. D-Truth, I already know what you know. We right here. I want to hear. You know what I mean? Hello.
Hey, yeah, I'm still. Hey, I think we get too deep for some of these people around here.
I don't know your crowd. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
it ain't too often I come over here, but I came to stir up the minds. You know what I mean? How do you get a black man's attention? You piss him off.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. When I do a live, I'm always making them think.
And prove us wrong. Prove us wrong if you can. Go research it.
Yeah, I tell them go research, cause guess what? There's some people in my community, and and I heard some people say, "Hey, we need segregation back."
But don't you think segregation is a form of self-preservation?
It's a form of self-preservation, but guess what? Some of these people that just think if we do segregate back to what our ancestors was, bro. Some of our people would not survive because they don't know how to survive.
Nah, that's the dangerous. Problem. That's dangerous. That's what they don't want. That's what the establishment don't want. That's dangerous. You understand?
Real dangerous. Real dangerous.
Yeah, when you open the people's eyes and we realize who we are, that's danger because we realize, they make the melanated people feel like shit. Talk about they from Africa, go back to your country and you don't belong here. You know what I mean? That's the first problem right there. You need to put them in their place. We've been here. Go back 10 generations, 11 generations to see where it leads you. We've been here since day one. You understand? You guys get out of here. And that's why I try to tell people don't feel bad. This is your land. You know what I mean? This is your land. Tell them Europeans, you go back to where you came from. We American. And we don't live in the United States. We live in America.
The probably don't know where it came from. You heard me? the Europeans don't know where it came from. Just think about it. We took up the whole world. Go back to them caves. See, it's just like when they came out with these EBTs, right? Food stamps and all that stuff. Back in the 60s, 50s, something like that. Says now the man that can't be in the house for you to get this. And then this was some of our people get where I don't need a man syndrome from.
Trump stirred up the shit. Trump stirred up the shit in the home of the ghetto people of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trump stirred up the shit. But you know what? Even though a lot of people are going to suffer, but people need to stand on their own. You know?
Yeah.
I'm from the ghetto too. I grew up on welfare too. Now I own my own home and everything. And I live in North Carolina. I came from the dirt. My mother grew up on welfare.
You're in the South.
You know what I mean?
You're in the South.
Yeah,
now.
I grew up off the big block of cheese and the powdered milk and all that shit. The canned pork, the canned beef, canned chicken. The big block of butter. They make the best grilled cheeses. You know what I mean?
That cheese, boy. That cheese melted good, didn't it?
Oh man, you take it to the bodega, they slice it up for you. That was the best. You know what I mean?
Coming that
but
big,
we need to get our people on our feet, man. People, people been saying on their ass, just depending on the government. When the government pull that money from under them, this is what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like people were saying, we need to get the black family back together. You understand? That's what needs to be done. That's what needs to be done. Because that's why our children are running reckless. There's no fathers in their homes. Women depend on the welfare system. You know what I mean? They'll probably respect their man a little more if they had to apply, if the man supported them. And men need to step up too. It ain't just women,
You're right.
It ain't just women. Men need to step up too. It ain't just women. We need real men out here again. We need the nuclear family out here again.
Yeah.
We need to realize what needs to be done.
I'm telling you this right here. People, the Caucasians don't want to hear this, but guess what? DEI, they want to talk about DEI, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to talk about the welfare system. And more y'all in this country than us. So, who benefited for DEI more than we did?
Every other race. Black people are hustlers. They get their money on their own. If you look at the numbers, you know what I mean? It's more, it's foreigners. I'm not going to say because, it's a lot of foreigners. Mostly foreigners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say there's not a black people on welfare. There's a lot of white people on welfare too. And Hispanics. You understand? And all the people that came across that border was given money.
Yeah. And think about this. If you go look this up, what Caucasian white women, Caucasian is the most on welfare demographic. You want to look at it that way. Guess where we at? We at the bottom of the totem pole.
All right.
We at the bottom of the totem pole.
Well, now we are. Trump cut everybody the fuck off. He said, now they are. You know?
Hey, you know when I asked that DEI question? Yeah, Caucasian women benefited from DEI than more than men and women.
Oh yeah. They sure did. Look at the head of the Secret Service. You know what I mean? What a failure. You know? They're picking favoritism. This ain't, these ain't professional, educated, qualified people for the job. You know?
No, none of them is.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on.
That's some bullshit. And a lot of, other gendered people. You know what I mean? Or should I, no disrespect to anybody who be who you are. You know what I mean? But a lot of them gender people gain from this a lot too. So look. If you look at in politics, in the what should I call it? Excuse me, I'm feeling a little nice. Like people in position of power, they put in a lot of trannies and shit and power in there. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like this right here. One thing. When he was first in term, his first term, right? They was coming. Them. I'm gonna call them what they call. You know who I'm talking about. The people that don't like us. Will come out. They were getting bold. Now they even bolder now.
Yeah.
They even bolder now. But like I said, it is what it is. But we got to educate our people.
Yeah, we got to get educated,
And that's why I say that we got. I like to see mandatory DNA tests because our women got to stop putting children on men that is better suited to help take care of them kids. Better yet, they need to start laying down with the men that they know ain't gonna take care of them kids. Cause in the long run, you're not hurting that man, you're hurting that child.
And it goes down from generation to generation.
Yeah, and not only hurting that child, cause it might be something wrong with that child, and that man not compatible to that child. Then that female gonna have to explain to that child why that man gone. See that why they did what they did when they did it.
Yep, that's why we need to whip our kids' ass when they get out of line.
Hey, I know you got plenty of them, didn't you?
Well,
I know I did.
Of course, my son took a few lashes, and then he stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's not. See, we're not talking about beat your child.
Nah, I'm not talking about beat, but discipline, firm discipline.
Yeah, but I'm like,
it works.
Yeah, it works.
But that's why we need to teach our children to be respectful. But if the parents is not respectful and decent, so the child's not going to be respectful and decent. The child learns from us, from the parents.
And that's why we need some men. I'm going to say it, some men don't need to be in that child in the household with that woman because they ain't no good for her.
Nah. It's all messed up, D-Truth. This shit, we need it's gonna have to reset. You know how to survive. You know what I mean? It's survival out here. It's pure survival out here. I don't think this is ever gonna change. You understand? Unless you shut down that internet and take these people's phones away. You understand? This ain't gonna change. This is a mental problem. You understand? This is a mental problem. Our people are brainwashed into the mainstream and thinking that all this crap is what we're supposed to be doing. Not knowing that this was put in front of their face for them to lower themselves and become the lowest standard.
Yep. And I'm gonna read what Roy Law said. Right. She said, "I'm probably one of a few Negro women up here in the States with mostly pale faces. I'm sure they would love to burn my house down, but they already know not to step foot on my land. And that's the way we got to be."
Where you at, Roy? You loyal? Peace to you.
That way we got to be.
Yeah, I feel the same way. You know what I mean? And you have to protect yourself that way. You got to carry yourself in that way. You know, you can't be afraid of these people.
So she said, if they do, it'd be World War III.
Yeah, get the strap.
Yeah,
you know. And that's why we need family and community. We need families. You know, my son just turned 18. Now we got 2 shooters in the house. You know what I mean? We need to raise our kids right. We need to educate them. Even though my son went through the public education system, he always knew the truth at home. Son, this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what it is. Even if you don't want to hear it, I tell him, you got to learn these lessons today. Tomorrow I could be gone. But this is what it is right here. You know? Yeah. And my son is respectful. He listens to hip hop and all that, but he's respectful. You know, he's well mannered. He speaks well, and he knows the right place and the right time for everything. You know?
Yeah, it's just like my niece. I'm her only uncle, so you know I'm gonna do anything in my power to protect her. But you know we can't protect y'all. Be there for our nieces, nephews, and kids 24/7.
Correct.
But we gotta get them the tools to step out there and hope they make the right decisions. We gotta give them the tools. We gotta give them the tools to make the right decision.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Even though they don't want to hear it, but you still got to tell them.
Yeah, and I know you don't seen it where you at. Where I'm at, I was seeing some young men, young females, school age, out 10, 11 o'clock at nighttime. What you without their parents? What the way you doing out this late?
Exactly.
Then your parents gonna be wondering where you at. Well, they ain't gonna wonder where you at. Why you got in this trouble? Why they got in this trouble? Cause you didn't know where your child was at.
Yup. In New York, it was before the news. It said it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your child is at? You know what I mean? Just to remind you.
Yeah.
For real, Channel 11.
Yeah. And shoot, I'm like this right here. They want to stick their phones and stuff. Yeah. Can't be your child friend. That's the problem too. Some of these parents, some of these moms want to be their child friend.
It's because it's easier for them to be their friend. You understand? It's easier because they don't got to do the discipline. It's laziness. It's laziness. They give the child, you know, they too busy doing what they got to do, and they got the social media raising their child. These kids are using, you know, these electronics at 4 years old, 5 years old already. You know, they got TikTok for everybody. They got something for everybody. That's the problem. People are lazy. They're distracted. They're distracted by the social media. They're distracted by this. They're distracted by that. We need to, you know, we need lessons. We need lessons. We need lessons.
But I'm telling you this right here. The bottom line I'm going to say this bottom line to it is right here. Until our people learn to love and respect themselves and get that self-love, start hopping in and out of relationships, especially the different results, they're going to stay blinded.
Yeah.
They're going to stay blinded.
It's the evils. It's the evils. You understand? It's the lust, the want, you know, the greed, the need, what they see. You know? That's why I'm saying this social media has a lot to do with that too. You go on Instagram, all you see is women. You know what I mean? They feed it to you. Even if you don't look at it, they try to throw it in your face.
And I have seen, ain't nothing wrong with a woman dressing sexy, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with a man dressing fly. But it's a way to do it with taste.
Correct.
It's ways to do it with taste. And they doing all this twerking and grinding and all that stuff. Oh, they say about they do that in over. They don't do it like that. I've been watching these people do the Afro dance, the Afro dance that they doing over there. I was like, okay. I said it ain't nothing like what some of these women be doing over here.
Is that you see? These ain't just dances. You know, some of these things are summonings. You understand? Some of these things are invoking. You know, and they don't know what they're invoking. You understand? They don't know what they're doing because our ancestors did certain things too. You know what I mean? But they got it misconstrued nowadays. You understand?
Very misconstrued.
They got it, and if they don't know what they're getting themselves into, then they don't know. They don't know what they're playing with. Because we playing with two elements. We playing with the unseen as well. You understand? We playing with the unseen, what you can't see.
We're playing with the unseen, and you might well go say the unknown.
Yeah, that's the unknown. Even the rappers will tell you. The rappers will tell you themselves that they invoke spirits. You know?
Yeah.
These people get possessed. Google Jay-Z saying he gets possessed by the spirits, and that's how he writes his stuff. Who's Beyonce's alter ego? Sasha Fierce. This is a spirit she invokes before she gets on that stage. She tells you, do your homework. You understand? Who you think the Rain Man is? Everybody, Rain Man. The Rain Man is a spirit they invoking. When Rihanna was saying, under my umbrella, Ella, she was paying homage to the Rain Man.
Yeah. And think about this. I'm a conspiracy theorist, right?
No, You're a truth seeker. You're a truth seeker. You're not a conspiracy theorist. You're a truth seeker. Let's correct that.
Yeah. I'm going to say this right here. The two biggest stars in the music industries is going one behind the other. Michael and Prince. Coincidence? I think not.
Come on, man. They get tired of it. They speak out. Once they speak out against the establishment and speak the truth, they'll MLK your ass. That's what it is. Yeah.
Think about it. If you listen to Michael Jackson songs, he telling what's going on.
Oh yeah.
He telling what's going on.
Oh yeah. And then I'm about to go off topic. And that's why they put these white women on these black superstars, in all sports and everything. You can't have this money and be good, They have to control you in some way, And these people keep falling for it. Some of these are implants, you know what I mean? They waiting. They got somebody waiting for them. As soon as they rise up, go. That's your man right there. You know what I mean?
And think about it. And with Prince, the big record company wanted all his masters.
Yeah. That he called him the elevator. Jay-Z said,
yeah,
I'll never let the elevator take me down. Jay-Z is a devil too. He part of them.
And think about it. And people think just with P. Diddy is all of a sudden just came up. See, what happened to P. Diddy? He got too big for the britches. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Same thing with R. Kelly. Got too big for the britches.
Yep.
And you see what they try to do to Bill Cosby?
No, what they did to Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Because everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it. This ain't just one people. Everybody's doing this.
Yeah.
It's just that when you fall out of favor with these people, this is what happens. When you say I had enough of this, I'm not doing this no more. Remember Bill Cosby, a motherfucker from Philly, from the streets of Philly. You know, he gonna say some real shit. You know, old people say some real shit. Oh,
Yeah.
the older you get, they'll say some shit. What? Because they know some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was no different, you know. Everybody would party with P. Diddy too. It just P. Diddy told the liquor company, all right, well, you know, I'm gonna get my peoples not to buy your shit no more. And they say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get your peoples to turn on you. And they did.
See, and not Cardi B, but the other one. Nicki, yeah.
All right. Well, Nicki playing with those devils anyway. You know what I mean? She needs to stop. I mean, I fuck with Donald Trump and everything, but I still don't trust him. He was he was just our best bet. He's a businessman. People don't even know the opportunities Trump put out there for the minorities. You understand?
Yeah.
With the opportunity zones and all of that. You know?
Yeah, with Nicki, though, when she went to on Turning Point USA and said what she said, that just, I'm going to say it, that destroyed her career with some minority, with melanated folks who put her on top. You see what I'm saying? Along with what she came out, and said. You see what I'm saying? About not liking melanated black men, melanated people. You see what I'm saying? So she killed her own career. She killed her own career.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know? I think she was on a downward spiral everything anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Roman takes possession of her, and you know, and she becomes a different person. Speaking about people being possessed, you know, it's the living dead out here. You know, it's the living dead out here.
I got a question for everybody. Then I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got a question for everybody. Would you sell yourself out, become a big star? I'm not.
People do anything for that money. Yeah, people do anything for that money. You know? But like you said earlier in the chat, peace is everything. If you can't have peace, then there's nothing. If you don't seek peace, it's because you never had it. You understand? And you need to seek it. You need to sit and one with the universe. You understand? You need to get out these concrete jungles, get out these buildings, go into the forest, go into the wilderness. You understand? Put your phones away. Go think. Go think. And when you stop thinking, that's when God speaks to you. That's when you receive information. We disconnect ourselves from the Holy Spirit. You understand? We disconnect ourselves because it's in the air. You have to possess it. You got to look for it. You understand? It's there.
Yeah.
Where do you think all the knowledge came from? When you stop there and you think for yourself, you become greater. It's sort of like a state of meditation. That's why these monks meditate. Become one with the universe. Synchronize and vibrate at once with the earth and your surroundings, your natural surroundings. You know, that's why these soothing things at night, the crickets and the chirping and the waves, and you know, everything that's natural is good for you. But you need to get out of this noise. This is all noise. You're being bombarded by radiation waves, things that you can't see. You need to get away. That's part of the problem with our people. You understand? There's too many waves in the air, and they're not realizing this. You need to get away from this. Go take a walk in the park. Leave your phone alone. Don't leave your phone. You know, just walk, think. And when you stop thinking, God will speak to you. That's where you receive your knowledge right there. You know?
Yeah. What do you think about this? About this comment?
Our administration right now?
That's right. What Roland Lawrence said, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are men, not women.
Let me see. I can't see the message.
Hold on. I'll put it back up.
Oh, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are men, not women. You know, it's not hard to believe. It's not hard to believe. You see, that's why they got all these eyelashes, these long lashes, and these makeup and all of that, because the women are looking like the trannies. You understand? They look like one and the same. And with all these surgeries, you can't tell. You can't tell the difference. You understand? That's why at my age, I'm about to be 50. If you ain't got kids, you're gonna be suspect. You know what I mean? I want to see kids. I want to see stretch marks. I want to see C-sections. That's the proof right there. You know what I mean? Screw that.
They're wrong saying never sit on hip hop figures or switch genders.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, like I said, we was being hookwinked. You know, in the Biggie video, there was a tranny a transformer urinating in the urinal, and the dudes are looking at her like, what the heck? You know what I mean? It was in our faces the whole time. They've been pushing that agenda. Yep. Why you think that they come up with all that booty play and all of that? You know what I mean? That's not natural. It's grooming. It's grooming. It's grooming through an agenda. The agenda they pumping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you got any final thoughts? Shout outs? Shout out your channel.
I'm good. You know, I got a channel, but it's not important right now. But yeah, man, you know, and going back to P. Diddy, you know what I mean? He did some dirty things to men, man. You know what I mean? It didn't come out he was messing with minors, but he did dirty things to men, man, and that's not good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, you know, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it. And everybody be good. Believe in karma. Be good, be great, and it'll come back to you. You know, be helpful, stand up to people, and put them in their place. Don't be afraid to stand up to people and let them know. You know, don't be afraid. Let them know your truth, and learn how to defend yourself. And if you can carry a firearm, please get one. And even if you can't, please get one. You know, because it's crazy out here. And we don't know what's coming next. We don't know what's coming next. You know. Even Trump is a little suspect right now. Sometimes I see, you know, and I voted for him. So you don't know what's coming next, you know. There's a lot going on, man. But yeah, stay prepared. Stay prepared. Stay vigilant.
Yeah, right. Hey, and start your own garden.
Yeah. Matter of fact, and not start your own garden. If you live around, you know, in the South somewhere, look at that indigenous plants. There's, you know, natural garlic, natural onions. There's a lot of things that are out there in nature that grow that's good for you. You know, dandelion leaves, all that is good for you. We're just not aware. They got to go into the supermarkets, you know, especially in the South. There's walnut trees, you know, there's all kinds of trees, apples. Our people survive off the environment. And you know what? We live healthier lives. We live healthier lives. You know, start your own garden. And if you don't know how to garden, learn how to garden. It's easy. It's easy.
Yep. Oh, thank you for that. For your advice. Hey, look here. Everything we talked about is, hey, if you don't believe us, go do your research.
Prove us wrong.
Yep. Like I say, it just I want to say it for some of y'all folks. If it's our opinion how we feel and how we think, but go do your research. It don't judge. It don't judge.
Matter of fact, what you feel and what you think doesn't matter. The facts is what matter. Go study the facts. Because what you think and what you feel, it doesn't matter. The facts is what matter at the end of the day. And take that to the bank.
All right, Don.
All right, you have a great night.
Hey, Don. Where did I meet you at? Was it over the Eve?
Yeah, over in Eve.
Yeah. That's like, is this Don P for real? I'm like, what?
Yeah, I've been on your channel one time, but I was super drunk, I think. Yeah, it was probably a year and a half ago. That's when I couldn't get myself together.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. It don't matter if you get yourself together. I know what I'm finna do now. See, can I go back here? Can I find you in here? Oh, see, I gotta wait when you get down, go ahead, type in the chat. I'm gonna put something on you.
You want me to come over here and disrupt these people's lives?
Hey, look at every time I go live, ask Roy the Lord, ask Denise. Guess what? I disrupt their lives anyway.
I'll be watching you. I just don't be typing sometimes. I don't type in everybody's chat, you know. But I listen. I hit that like button and I listen.
Yeah, cause guess what? all I ask people hit the like button because they're free. And guess what? I just speak truth. And people don't like the truth. And like the first part of my live, I would call them men and women now.
I was listening. I was here.
I would call them men and women now. So they can't say, "Oh, you were more for the man, or you were more for the woman." No, I would call both of y'all asses out. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. You know, we need equality. You know, like you said, there's nothing wrong with a woman taking out the garbage. I'll wash the dishes. I'll sweep the floors. I'll mop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, my baby mom's called her father complaining one time. Dad, could you believe this guy didn't take the garbage out? He told her, look, daughter, be careful which battles you fight. You don't work. That man just came home from work. You know what I mean? Maybe he sat down and, you know what I mean? He's like, it's not a problem if you take out the garbage. You understand?
Right about that.
Because you got to work together. And like I said, in 50-50, you got to have a mutual agreement. You got to come to an understanding, communication, you know? Yeah. And I'm not perfect, but, through communication and mutual understanding, those are key parts, and respect each other.
Yeah. And we got to be each other peace, especially women. Please be your man peace. And men, please be your woman's peace and armor.
Yeah. If that man's sitting there at home, you know what? That man's sitting there at home. He's right there at home. You understand? Leave the man in peace sometimes. Maybe, if you ask him to do something and he don't do it, but if you see him at peace, give him a little peace. Give him an hour or two. He gonna
wind up doing it.
That's all we need a little bit sometimes. Especially thinkers. Like I said, if your man is at home peaceful, he's at home peaceful. He's not in them streets.
There you go.
That's what I meant by that. If your man is at home peaceful, leave him at home peaceful.
Yeah. and this is where I see some women out, and sometimes be scared. So I be like, some women like, you've been sitting on your butt for 7 years, and you got no job to play that video for that long. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but you allowed him to do that.
Correct. Well, you tolerated it. You don't have to tolerate it. You tolerated it. Either you step up or step out.
There you know. But it's time to get out of here. I got to get up in the morning and go to that job.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't want to, that'd be all right.
You gotta get that bread. If you don't do it on your own, that's what you gotta do, homie. You know these lessons. You know your lessons. But some of the money good. Some of the money good. If you comfortable and you feel, then you like what you do. It's not hard work. I like what I do. It's fun. You know what I mean? So it's not hard work for me. And you know what? At work, it's where you get peace sometimes. That peace,
I'm saying this right here. If this goes out to the men and women, if you go out to your job, respect Adrian, respect coming through. If you go out to your job, you let your job
that's
work.
Andrea. That's my girl.
Yeah.
I told her to come over here. That was her calling. I was like, baby, I'm on the live. She know I ain't been on the live in a long time. You know what I mean?
She trying to figure out which live. She thought you was over your channel.
And she was listening. I'm glad I said I ain't perfect because what I was speaking. You know what I mean? Mutual understanding. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because too hard-headed people sometimes,
Yeah.
Y'all got to come to an agreement, some type of agreement, without getting angry. And we need to control our anger too. Because, what I mean? We get angry quick sometimes.
Man, I wanted to stop, but I can't stop. Can we have a good conversation here?
I know. But get your ass to work, man. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to call my baby before she whip my ass.
But I'm going to say this right here. See, do you agree with me? Right? People go to work and let the job work them, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's some people do. You know what I go to work to do? Although the job want to work me, guess what? I use that job to work to my advantage, to figure out how to run a business. So if I want to go if I find out get lucky or something, I know how to run the business. Sometimes you gotta work that job instead of the job working you.
Oh, exactly. I love my job. I love where I work. I love the people I work with. You know what I mean? And until I get my own business on my own feet, I'm gonna stay there. You know what I mean? Even if I get old and wrinkled, as long as I got that job accessible, I gotta do something for myself or I don't. You know what I mean? I gotta do something for myself or I don't. It's up to you. You control your world. The white man ain't got his foot on your neck. You got opportunity. You know what I mean? That's a myth.
I bet you know how to run a business. I bet you know how to run a business too, won't you?
Yeah, I just need the money. You know, we grow older, we grow wiser.
There you go.
You know, we waste a lot of time.
That's why I'm telling people. Sometimes you at that job, learn how that business work. Because you don't tell them what gonna happen.
Just like you work for that man, you can create your own business. Just think. Yep. Like I say, think. Stop following trends. Think. What are you good at? You got to give the people what they want. That's what it is. That's the key right there. Give the people what they want.
Yep. And any more final thoughts? Let's get out of here. we go all night.
That's enough talking crap. All right. I'll try to come back.
Hey, look, I don't want you to get in trouble with your significant other.
I'm already in trouble. You see, she popped up here, right? Yeah, bro. She popped up. Like, let me see if this dude live for real. Let me see what's going on here.
Look. See, I would love a woman opinion. So guess what? I would love a woman opinion.
You gotta go to work. We'll join your panel. You know what I mean? But y'all better be ready. But you gotta go to work. We don't have time for this right now. You understand? I appreciate the offer. You hear that, babe? So we're gonna have to. Y'all gonna have to come in too. You know what I mean? We're gonna need the chat to come in too and express your opinions. That's a melanated woman right there. That's an indigenous woman of the Americas. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. She has a lot to say.
Oh man, she put LOL.
And she ain't no slouch either.
Yeah. Like I said, one day I'm gonna set up a live and have an all woman panel. And I'm just gonna let the women do it. I'm gonna do the control. That's all I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna be up.
That's all you could do, bro, because they're gonna overpower us. That's all you could do. Just moderate and that's it. Let them.
Look. All I'm doing is the controls. I ain't moderating them. Right. Have you ever tried to moderate a woman?
You can't.
There you go. There you go.
I'm learning how to keep my mouth shut. I'm stubborn. But you know what? One thing is, fuck your feelings, fuck what you think. Let's stick to the facts. You know what I mean? With no disrespect. Let's stick to the facts.
And enjoy your peace.
Enjoy your peace. If I can let you be peaceful, let me be peaceful.
And like I always say, love and respect. Thank you to my homie. You my homie. And thank you to my chat. And thank you to Don P. Like I always say, love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love. Because who's going to love you better than you love yourself? We out of here. Peace.
Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe. Let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.